أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We would like to welcome all, including those reaching us through Facebook, YouTube, Smart Bilal, Radio 1584, and all Medina media platforms. Today's Jummah lecture at Masjid Al-Haq, entrance of Lodium, Pretoria, South Africa, will be delivered by Shaikh Abdus Abdul Qadir, who is indeed a world-renowned scholar, Ustad, from a family of scholars and Ustads. He is the son of Maulana Abdul Qadir, one of the first imams of the Grace Street Masjid in Durban, the biggest masjid in the southern hemisphere. Shaykh Abdus Abdul Qadir has dedicated his entire life to the service of Islam, teaching Arabic, translating the Quran, writing various books, and some of which have been used in various syllabus in schools as well as universities. He also appears on many TV programs and of course radio programs as well. His topic is entitled Ramadan, Saum, and Taqwa.
Alhamdulillah alladhi hadana wa ja'alana minal muslimin. As-salatu was-salamu ala ashrafil mursalin Sayyidina Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Respected ulama, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam kama kutiba alal ladzina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. Sadaqallahu azim. And that is a verse from Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 183. And we find that very, very often this verse is quoted, especially when Ramadan comes. Shukran. And what we have to understand this verse, we have to know two important words that are used in this verse. First of all, Allah says, Siyam has been made further upon you. What kutiba, once Allah has written something like a government gazette, when Allah writes it, it becomes law. So kutiba alaykum siyam, that is, Siyam has been made further upon you. And Allah tells us why? لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, in order that you may acquire Taqwa. Now it is very, very important that we understand these two words correctly and properly when we enter the month of Ramadan. First of all, Siyam. If you look up in a dictionary, proper lexicon of the Arabic language, Siyam, respected brothers, does not mean fasting. Fasting is, what is fasting? Fasting, you find when people are, they keep on a hunger strike, they keep away from food, they starve themselves. That is fasting. And Siyam is not fasting. You find it is used in the Quran too. You find when people abstain. So fasting is the wrong word to use for Siyam. So what do you mean by abstain? Why does Allah want us to abstain? So abstain for our character building. For instance, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us there's three benefits, immediate benefits of the Siyam. First and foremost, you see your houses, in your home, you have the fridge is full of nice things to drink, your cupboards are full, your pots are cooking everything nice. But Allah is trying to tell you self-control, my friend, self-control. Because Allah says, وَكُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا حَتَّى يَتَبَيَّنَ خَيْطُ الْأَبْيَضِ مِنَ الْخَيْطِ الْأَسْوَدِ مِنَ الْفَجْرِ. That you must eat and drink until you can distinguish. In Arabic we say the white cotton and the black cotton thread. But it is the eastern horizon to the western. The eastern is getting bright. Allah says, stop eating. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, وَأَتِمُّ الصِّيَامَ إِلَى اللَّيْلِ, that you complete the Siyam at night. Right, so Siyam, first of all, right, does not mean fasting. Right. That is the first thing, you abstain from the halal things to train you self-control. You are at home, you got everything. You're feeling hungry, you're feeling thirsty, but your self-control is tested. That's first thing. Secondly is, you have to abstain from all the wrong things. You know, during the 11 months, you pick up some habit like a rust. So Allah says, now this process of you abstaining from wrong things, the haram things. First, you abstain from halal things. Second, you abstain from haram things. Why? If somebody is in the habit of speaking lies or gambling or so many other vices, what happens? You know, any psychologist tells us that you leave one habit for so many days, you can leave that habit. You see, if you do not practice it. So in the same way, if we have picked up certain bad habits, one of the process of Siyam is that we have to abstain from these things, complete, like a pledge in the month of Ramadan we have, give ourselves a pledge. To say this month, I'm going to train myself for self-control, and I'm going to train myself to leave these wrong habits of mine. Not with the intention that it's Ramadan, I must behave myself, and after Ramadan, we go back like an elastic, go back to square one. That is not the purpose. Now Allah is asking you why you must do that. Allah tells us, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, in order that you acquire taqwa. You see, and taqwa is what? Taqwa, the best translation of taqwa is not God-fearing. Allah doesn't want us to fear Him, because you notice every surah in the Quran, because besides the 9th surah, starts with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allah wants us to be, He is merciful, right? And also He is what? He is beneficent, He is gracious. So Allah doesn't want us to say we must fear Him in that respect. No. Allah wants us to what? لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, in order that we may acquire taqwa. Now taqwa, as I said, is Allah's consciousness. And you find in various places in the Quran, Allah tells us what makes up the taqwa. At the beginning, Allah tells us, يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ, you believe in the hidden, and وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ, you establish salat, وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ, and from what He has given you all the wealth, you can give charity. And then you come to chapter 3. In chapter 3, Allah defines it further. He says that الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ فِي السَّرَّاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ, that those who can give charity. You see, the emphasis of charity is very important in the month of Ramadan. You give your charity فِي السَّرَّاءِ, when your going is good, وَالضَّرَّاءِ, when you have hardship. And the next 3 are very important things about taqwa. Allah says, like وَالْقَاذِمِينَ الْغَيْظِ. What is قَاذِمِينَ الْغَيْظِ? You control your temper and your anger. Now this is a very important thing. You can't say that it's Ramadan, somebody will tell you, hey, don't interfere with him, you know, he's fasting, you get cross. So he's defeating the real purpose. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, we must acquire this taqwa. Right? And these are the things that we must acquire. We must say, right, I'm going to control my temper. And we must pardon people. When you are Sahim, when you are in a state of Saum, right, you also pardon people. And then Allah says, Wallahu yuhibbul muhsinin, and Allah loves those who do good deeds. You see? And another thing you must remember, among all the other things, Allah says, for instance, I'm dressed like this. Somebody will say, hey, look at how nice he's dressed. You look like a pious person. No. Allah says in the Quran, وَلِبَاسُ التَّقْوَى ذَلِكَ خَيْرٌ, that the garment of taqwa, not whether you're wearing Eastern clothes, Western clothes, or you dress like a Nigerian, or dress like an Englishman with suit and tie. No. The ultimate judge of a clothing is Allah says, وَلِبَاسُ التَّقْوَى ذَلِكَ خَيْرٌ. And then you know in Islam, when you judge people, how do you judge people? You see, like in South Africa, you see over 18, you are a person, you can start voting. That's a merit. Right? Some people, they say, We're going to judge you according to how much money you got, how many salat you made, how many hajj you made. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran in Surah Al-Hujurat that وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلَ لِتَعَارَفُوا, that we made you into qabail, shu'uba wa qabala, into tribes, into nations. Right, you see, some are black, some are dark, some are brown, some have different hairstyles, others have, they speak different language. Right, all these differences, Allah says, He has created for us so that we may be able to recognize لِتَعَارَفُوا. But again Allah says, إِنَّ أَكْرَمَكُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ, that the most honorable person, the person who is held in highest dignity in Allah, with Allah is what? Right, who إِنَّ أَكْرَمَكُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ, that the highest degree of a person doesn't mean to say color. Color is not counted in Islam. So Allah says, the one who has the highest degree of taqwa, he is the best person in the eyes of Allah. Right? So remember two very important things. When you enter the month of Ramadan, that Saum does not mean fasting. Fasting means starving. Saum means abstention on these two things to train you to learn to control yourself and leave bad habits. And the purpose of Saum is to acquire taqwa. But please, when you make your niyat, oh Allah, I'm going to observe Saum tomorrow, so help me to acquire taqwa. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.